Welcome to Laundromat News. Today, I am your news anchor, Jordan Berry, bringing you news, all things laundromat related from around the world. And let's kick it off where we've been kicking it off, checking in on Alliance Laundry Holdings, Inc. and their stock ticker price. They've made a little bit of a rebound over the last 30 days, and as of the recording of this, they're at $25.54 a share, and that's about 77 cents up over the past month. So had a little dip there in the middle of the month, but have rebounded quite nicely. So overall, this year, they are up almost 20%, 19.5 almost percent year to date. And from its initial IPO, it's up about 55 cents. So doing pretty good right now, holding strong, more or less level. It had dipped down at the end of 2025 and hit a low point in April of 26, and now has rebounded quite nicely. It's almost about level from its high. So Alliance Laundry Holdings holding steady. Keep in mind, we are the ones who are driving that share price, whether we like it or not. So, okay. Big news. I mean, this is something that you are probably aware of, and if you're not, you need to be aware of it ASAP. But we got an article here from a friend of mine, Cody Milch, who works with Electrolux, talking about the big shift in the retail space as laundromats are attracting more and more institutional capital into our industry, and he really breaks it down really nicely in this article. Again, you can read this and check out all these news stories as long as you're subscribed to our newsletter. So head over to laundromat-resource.com and get subscribed over there, and we'll send you links to all of these articles so you can check them out yourselves. But listen, we got to be aware of the capital that's coming in, the institutional capital that's coming into our industry, because that will affect us as independent owner operators. And as of right now, last number that I've seen, this industry is still about 80% independent operators, but that number is going to shift quickly. So up your game if you haven't started upping your game yet. And speaking of which, just a little article about a small portfolio of 3 laundromats selling for $4.6 million in Buffalo. Right. So we're starting to see some bigger money, some higher price points coming in to our industry. And again, be aware of what's happening. That, set it and forget it model. It's been gone for a while, but it's going to continue to get further and further away. And I wanted to highlight A Plus Laundry in Atlanta, who is, man, I read this little article and I was really impressed. Their focus is time. That's their focus for their customer. There's a quote in there: every hour someone spends doing laundry is an hour they could spend doing something they actually care about, which is, I thought, great. But they're really trying to get as efficient as possible with their customers' time, obviously their employees' time, but they're highly, highly focused on their customers' time. And one little thing, they didn't really cite their source on this, but I wanted to just point it out because I've been saying how we're barely scratching the surface of pickup and delivery. I know a lot of you guys already know that. There's a little line in this article about this couple in Atlanta that says the laundry pickup and delivery market alone is projected to nearly quadruple by 2035. So still on the front end of that wave. Just keep rolling if that's a direction you want to go with your business, or if you're trying to get into the industry, still a great way to go. Listen, you got to do it right. And I think there's people right now doing it who are losing money doing it and don't even realize it. But it is going to be a continued growing segment of our industry. And let's head over to, we're still spotlighting some laundromat stuff here. There is a very cool laundromat in New Zealand that did something super cool. They took some old washers and they turned them basically into jukeboxes, which is cool in and of itself. Love that idea. I'd love to have a washing machine jukebox at my house. So I might have to go find me a broken down washing machine and somebody with some tech knowledge. But the other cool thing that they paired with it is they went around to the community and said, hey, who has, community artists in their neighborhood, and said, hey, who has some music that you've created over the years? It's just sitting there. It's not getting any plays or anything like that. So they're actually featuring music by local community artists in their washing machine jukeboxes. Super duper cool. Again, I love seeing creative ways that people are, they're using their laundromats to, bring something positive to the community. And listen, if you're out there and you're doing something like that, we'd love to hear about it and feature it here on the news. Shoot me an email, news@laundromat-resource.com, and we'd love to hear what cool, creative, fun, helpful, beneficial things you're doing in and for your community. And speaking of which, the Morning Grind here in Hawaii has paired up with a laundromat. And I'm going to go check it out and maybe grab some coffee there for my wife. But the owner of the Morning Grind is Aubrey Usui. Sorry if I butchered your name. And hopefully I'll meet you when I go over there. But she opened a coffee shop in her parents' laundromat here in Hawaii. So very cool. Again, we've seen that before. I think of JR, who's been on the podcast, who opened Laundry and Lattes there in New York. And more and more cool stuff like that is happening. And I love, love, love it. And I love that it's a family affair as well. So I'm going to go check that one out since I'm out that way. All right, let's head over to Baker City. And, this is not something unique to this particular laundromat, but it's a growing trend. I've been seeing more and more of this and things like this where they're having automated dog wash stations in their laundromat. I know a lot of times we're looking for revenue drivers in our businesses, and this is a pretty cool little automated dog washing station that they've got going in the laundromat. So if you're in a pet-friendly city, it might be something to look at. Okay, found a fun video story about a man who basically had an addiction to Pac-Man, and that turned into his laundromat empire. And he tells a story. This is a short video. Again, we'll have links to it in the newsletter, but a short story of how his Pac-Man addiction turned into a laundromat empire and how his laundromats now have games like Pac-Man in them, when so many of us have been taking video games out as they haven't driven revenue.
The idea really, for me, the opportunity was trying to solve my own problem. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, my video game moment was really an addiction I had to a game called Pac-Man, which pretty much everybody.
So again, using your head and being aware of the community and what's important to your community, or having a brand. We've been talking a lot about having a brand on the podcast lately. Having a brand that means something to your community. This is a great example of that. He took his own obsession with video games and is converting that into an obsession in his community, video games. So pretty cool. Okay, let's head overseas. We're going to go to international news today, where Alliance Laundry System eyes expansion in the Philippines, and they showcased a world-class laundry hub there in the Philippines. So going international, they've already been international, but they're really trying to hit some of those emerging markets in Southeast Asia, it seems like, and putting a lot of money and time and effort into growing that segment of their market aggressively. So Alliance Laundry, worldwide growth for right now. So keeping an eye on that, and keeping an eye on that stock ticker. And lastly, for today, I want to highlight a laundromat event that's happening. And again, if you have an event, you're hosting one, or if you know of one that you're going to go to, or you just heard about one and you want to make sure you get the word out about that event, shoot me an email, news@laundromat-resource.com, and we will let people know about your event. We love it when people get together, and we want more of that happening in this industry, because good things happen when we get together. Am I right? I'm just going to assume I'm right. Okay, so with that said, I want to highlight Curbside Conference 2026. It's coming up in Long Beach, California, June 24th to 26th, being hosted by Curbside Laundries. Matt Simmons been on the podcast quite a few times. He's on pretty recently, and super good dude. And Curbside Laundries is still cranking out an amazing pickup and delivery, drop-off laundry software product. So make sure you check that out. But more importantly, check out their stacked lineup in June for Curbside 2026. It's going to be good. And already there's quite a few people signed up for this. So there's going to be a who's who of people at this event. I'm actually scrolling through speakers right now, and there's only a few who haven't been on the podcast. So many of these speakers and some big names in our industry are going to be there. So go check it out. Again, we'll have the link, but you can go to curbsidelaundries.com/conference to check that out. And that is it for my roundup. All things laundromat news related, or related news for the industry. I don't know. The bar is low on the quality of news anchors in our industry. So still at the top until somebody else decides to do it. All right, man, that is the news today, and we'll see you at the next one.